Hello, good night everyone. So today is 12:36 a.m. on the Singapore GMT plus 8 time, also 12 p.m. afternoon on the US time. So now let's us go to some news before we go to the technical chart first. So as you can see that currently, Genesis crypto lending business filed for bankruptcy protection after the FTX collapse in the last 2022. So we can see that currently there are several $100 million due to its exposure to few crypto hedge fund of 3 Arrow Capital. So there's a see that Genesis Trading currently are finally proceed to file for bankruptcy. So let us go to the simple summary of this case. So we can see for the Twitter on this crypto map here. So you can see that Genesis had 3 companies filing for bankruptcy, which is Holdco, Capital, Pacific PTE. So this we can see that, for example, they make for the crypto map here. PTS has around 100 million to 500 million asset, and also which is fine because we say that this trading account has about 400 million of asset, and most of its asset are the high quality assets such as Ethereum. I think mostly, just now I got say, the mostly more than 70% is Ethereum, some USDT, Compound, SAM, App, and Mana. So for the next tweet, you can say that this kind of high quality asset have picked up. So within a year or two, maybe or the next year, so this kind of asset will be able to increase several times, which is I think is inevitable. 10 times may completely reconcile with 100,000 creditor. So we can see that the problem for this 50% unsecured creditor is in fact is killing the big and letting go of the small. So which is bad. Why can the asset and debt of a 3 company be almost evenly tied? Because the 3.5 billion US dollar of debt of 50 largest shareholder household were taken out and calculated separately. So these 50 people don't know whether it's blessing of a curse. Why is you exchange a bond for equity? So we can see that the crypto man also don't know about this problem. So it is possible that for the DCG to liquidate Grayscale more than 20 billion of asset because of the debt of more than 3.5 billion, which is kind of dark. So he think that the possibility is very low. So actually for me, I also think that this kind of DCG will most likely not likely to bankrupt because they have the they get one of the greatest Grayscale BTC fund, which is able to earn 2% of their management fee every year for literally doing nothing. So let's go more detail about. So we can see that currently Genesis Global Holder LLC already filed for the Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, which means that they will eventually go to the same route as the FTX collapse because FTX also filed for the bankruptcy protection last year on the November. So Genesis owned more than 3.5 billion to a top 50 creditor, which is quite large. Few within this kind of few investors like Gemini, trading giant Cumberland, Mirana, Moon Alpha Finance, and OneX New Finance Income Fund. So let's go. We can see that Genesis Trading was forced to suspend customer withdrawal same as the FTX collapse, which hurt a lot of retail investors or even a lot of customers that will complain that this is new product offered by the Gemini crypto exchange. So we can see that for this Gemini exchange CEO Cameron Winklevoss, he tweeted that we have been preparing to take a direct legal action against Barry, DCG, and others who share responsibility for the fraud that has caused harm to the 340 more thousand which use the earned user and also other top by the Genesis ME accomplice. So we can see that after the Genesis occur, the Gemini also helped its trading, which is quite bad for the investor as well. So we can see that earlier this month, Genesis also laying off 30% of its staff, which exactly taking down to about 145 employees currently. So this kind of event, the DCG event, is quite a bad news for the crypto market. So maybe let us see for the technical chart of the Bitcoin to see that whether it will affect the Bitcoin price within this kind of new. Okay, so let's go to the Bitcoin price. So as you can see for the daily chart, the Bitcoin has dropped from 21.6 thousand, dropped to around 20.4 thousand, but currently eventually he's go back to the 21.272, about around nearly 4%. So let's go to the smaller time frame around 6 hours. You can see that there's a huge rebound there for our same. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour chart. We can clearly see that when we open the BBI, so currently there will be a rebound for about 4.2% for the previous low about the 20.4k. So we can see that the DCG bankrupt didn't even affect the Bitcoin price as much as we will think. So let's go to the 1 day chart. You can see that the BBI here, currently the BBI is continue moving upward. This means that the Bitcoin will likely move sideways for the few days or move downward a bit back to the 20.4k to touch the BBI line. So for the 3 day, also quite similar. 5 day, 1 week, so also similar. Like the Bitcoin should be able to moving sideways for a while before he touches the BBI for the drawback. Means when it touches back, it will be a quite bullish signal when we go upward for the BBI signal for the last time bull market, something like this. So let's go to the TD chart. Okay, so for the 1 week, we see the TD doesn't show anything. For the 1 month, so for the 1 month also a same. Last time when the TD, okay, so when we go for the yearly, you can see that the TD now currently show for the 1. But the monthly chart, we cannot able to see anything. So we can go to 1 week chart. So currently for the 1 week chart, we can see that currently is a 1, 2, 3. If we continue to go until 9, like which is the same with the a bit like the bullish. So we can see that there will be the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is about the March when Bitcoin finally go above. So I foresee there will be about 25k to 30k for the 9 if you want to go for the mid-term bullish. 5 day also the same, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will 5, 4, 7, 8, 9. 3 days until 7. So for 2 days it's 9 already. So this is indicated that when the next candle is dropping back to around 24,000, so there will be some drawdown for the 2 day chart. 1 day 13, 1, 2, so nothing special. 2 day also, 6 hour also, 3, 4, or even 1 hour also same. So let's us go to see other chart. We can go to moving average. So nothing surprise. Moving average off moving upward, very bullish. 12 hour same, 6 hour same, 1 hour. 1 hour is very bullish because you can see that all of the chart line is above trend. Damn good. 1 day chart same, 2 day, 3 day. So 3 day we might need to lock this. That for this 90-day moving average or 3 day chart, it might touch the support around 21.7k here. We might see that maybe some drawdown back, or maybe we will get set above or maybe break through there. 5 day also same, 1 week also same. So every moving average is quite bullish because currently all flattened out. We just need to see some time before the long-term chart like this 60 and 30 day to eventually flatten out. So let's go to EMA. So for me, EMA is the most bullish thing we can see on the Bitcoin chart because the 10 and 20 day for the weekly level already breaking through. Let's see if able to hold above 20k something, 20k level. 5 day also same, 3 day, 2 day, 1 day, all above 10, 20 day EMA, which means that currently the bull have taken over the bear market. So you can also go to the other thing like the Bollinger Band as well. So for the Bollinger Band, you can see that the white line for the middle here is around 80k. I don't think the Bitcoin will eventually go back to 20k because when we go back here, it will make a U shape, which is bad. So I think we most likely will get more sideways around here for about maybe 1 to 2 weeks, and eventually the white line here will eventually go back here and touch the line here. So we go to the 2-day chart, same, 3-day, 5-day also same. It needs some time. So because the last time like we can draw down so much, eventually they move sideways to eventually touch back the middle line here and continue to drop back down. So this kind I foreseen that they will eventually move sideways here and touch back the back right line and go upward again for the Bollinger Band for the 5-day chart, which is similar, and 1 day also do the kind of thing. So for the 1 week chart also sideways, touch, and continue to go upward, like exactly same with the 2020 time. But we need to focus that whether this is a fake pump or this is the new short-term bull market, they will occur like the 2019 last time, which made about more than 2 to 300%. So I think we most likely to occur the same like the 2019 here. They move sideways, touch a white line, go above there, and continue to move outward. So I hope you will do like those kinds of price action, and with my profit from the whole of the back of the Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other high quality assets such as Binance Coin, Litecoin, even some Solana. Solana I think is not that good, but maybe we will talk to the next review. I think for me, Matic quite good also. So let's see in the near future. So when we go to the MACD here, so our MACD, nothing to say. Really bullish for the 1-day chart, 2-day, 3-day also very bullish. Continue when the price action continue to do like this, like continue to move upward or sideways. Eventually the MACD will go above the 0, and we will start to like see some bullish signal for the last time when they break through the 0 line around 47k, something like this. So quite bullish here. We might see in the near future for this. So for the 5-day and 1 week, currently didn't approach yet, but we need some time because currently the MACD already moved so downward. But we can see that there is where the bullish divergence, like the price going downward, but MACD going upward here. So we might notice here will be the bottom. Maybe there will be one more crash, bigger crash above after like DCG or something execution happen, but we don't know yet. So we might see in the near future for this. So let's go to the KDJ. Okay, let me go open bigger first. So for the KDJ price, we can clearly see that currently for the 1-day chart is already above the XD. So we might see some correction here because currently they a bit overbought for this kind of thing. So we can see that the wave fund flow also indicate that the buying pressure is much greater than the selling pressure here. So let's go to the 2-day, 3-day also currently a bit upward. So we might need to, if you're able to profit from this, you might able to sell some profit to take some profit here. This is what I suggest. So 5-day, but the 5-day chart is very bullish. It still indicates that there will be a lot of change to going up. For the 1 week also, we can clearly see that the yellow line don't even go up to the upper there, because last time also all on the top there until we go to the last 29, but it's a bit down here like a divergent. So we might need to see for this. But currently we didn't show the similar price action with the last time bull market like 29k there. So we can see for shorter time frame. Short time frame all is bullish because currently they make a upward pressure here. And the 6 hour also the same, 4 hours similar, 1, 2 all currently is a bit bullish for this. So let's go to the S&P 500 when we can see for the index there, S&P 500 there. Okay, so let's go to the S&P 500 index. So we can clearly see that currently the S&P 500 index we make a bit bullish there. But we can go to the long term, we can see that clearly they have a one line here. They have a strong strong resistance here and being rejected by the S&P 500. So we may see some downtrend here. So when the US index go down, Bitcoin most likely will a bit correlation with the US S&P 500 index and going downward as well. So we may go to see some US index and can have more clearer picture of all this. So when we can see for the how to say let us go to the DXY. So we can see that currently DXY has made a continuous downtrend. Actually, it's quite a parabolic down also, but actually this kind of price action is not this kind of price action is not favorable because everything that go downward so quickly might eventually go upward in the near future. So I think we should need to take proper mention about this and see that whether the DXY will continue to go downward until the 98 day for the next support, or eventually they will continue to dump until because currently they hold about a support here around 100. But let's see if we're able to continue to dump to less than about 97 or even go back to 92. So when the DXY go back to 92, but the stock price also not go as much, I think this is quite bearish because this indicate that people they're selling stock but they're selling USD but they didn't buying back to the S&P 500. So actually I need to figure out for this, but let's see for the near future because currently the SPY getting rejected. So we might see the S&P 500 might going back to around the 306,000. But I think maybe go to the people lower and around they make the time around March, something like this. So let me make a conclusion for the Bitcoin chart. So for the conclusion, Bitcoin currently is still very bullish, but I don't really encourage you to open the future trading. I just think that you should focus more to buying more spot and wait for the next bull market or even some echo bubble in the near future before you go to open some inverse trading perpetual or before you're going for the big long for the next bull market. So for this year, make sure to invest safe and protect your asset and prepare for the next bull market if possible. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe for the next more video.